On the 150.
With that, I will open the meeting for the town board. So let's proceed to this agenda item, the town charter amendment ordinance. Nathan, you want to take over?
Yes. Due to not having 3/5 votes according to the statute, when we read this charter amendment at our last stated meeting, the regular meeting, beginning of October, on October 7th, we have to have another vote today for the charter amendment. And as you all know, the charter amendment is to change the election cycles for all 4 council meetings other than the mayor to stagger terms, 2-year stagger terms.
Okay, council general discussion.
Well, if you remember last month, I've been in favor of us going to stagger elections to protect the board. Has it ever happened? No. Could it happen? Yes, it could. But my thought was to put it on the presidential and the midterm to save us money. And so if it's going to go to the still stay on odd years, then I'm in favor of leaving it just like it is and not incur another $11,000 to $14,000 for the town taxpayers to pay.
I agree with Jack on this issue. I would like to see it go to staggered terms. The school boards on staggered terms, the county commissions on staggered terms, U.S. Congress, Senate, all those are on staggered terms. It just makes sense to go to staggered terms, but at a cost. If we can do it on the presidential elections and the midterms, it would save a substantial amount of money, $1,000 as opposed to $22,000 in a 4-year cycle. I think kind of is a no-brainer. So I stand with that on that.
Would we have to change the ordinance? Go ahead.
If you remember, Monroe said it can't be done without changing the general assembly.
Oh, wait a minute. If you keep it on odd years, this board has that authority to do that.
Right.
If you change it to midterm presidential, then you have to make a request of the legislation body to approve that.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We don't have the power to do that.
No.
No.
We have the power to make a request. Or just leave it like it is.
Discussion over with, or Nathan, do you want to say anything, or you're fine with what you said there? Do you all want to go ahead with the motion, or you want to talk some more about it?
I mean, do we know for certain that's how much it's going to cost?
The information that was given to me by Patrick White back in 23, if we were to have it at that point in time, it cost us $11,000. Well, it did cost us $11,000 for our election. If we were to do presidential, he said that number would reduce down to $500. And so, according to our current board of directors chairman, she's thinking that $11,000 could go as high as $14,000 because things increase each cycle that you go. So. I'm just going off the information that's being shared by the Board of Elections.
So the ordinance, it just explains the staggered terms, more or less.
Yes.
It stays on the odd year.
Yeah, on the odd years, it says.
Yeah.
Well, all we need is a motion.
Is there a way to investigate whether or not they would approve it moving to
The general assembly?
Well,
before we?
Our representative and our state senator both approved or submitted to be changed to presidential and midterm.
I don't really see why they wouldn't, but.
Well, they're going to change it for everybody in North Carolina, not just for Taylorsville. It wouldn't be a local bill.
Yeah, it would be
It would be a
local bill.
It would just
Why
be
would
for
they
us.
change it for everybody in the state then? Or
Well, they're going to request it.
Yeah, they leave that up to your discretion as a local elected body on what you want your think they would support whichever route you wanted to go. I don't think it's not gonna affect them in any way.
And if, I got a question on that one. If it does, if they do approve it, if we agree to do it, whatever, when would it take effect?
Well, 27, we would have to have our present election, so it wouldn't start till,
After that.
like that, just like the process was, the 2 low vote getters then would only serve a 2-year term, and then the other 3 would then go on the 2 years after that,
Right.
to go 4-year terms.
It would start like in 28, I guess, or,
28, yes.
yeah.
The 27, the 2 low vote getters would have to run again in 28 to get on
It'd be
the
a year
presidential.
and 3-year term, okay, for, to begin with.
Well, I'm still not in favor of that. And that's just my say on it.
Well, I need a motion one way or the other.
But yeah, this is a,
Motion to either vote on it or a motion to not consider it and move in a different direction or remain the same.
Or make a motion just to keep it like it is.
Correct.
with the staggered terms.
No.
just
Just keep it like it is.
Just like we do it.
So I'm gonna make a motion that we just keep it like it is to avoid costing more taxpayers' money.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and a second. Is there any more discussion or? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. No one is opposed to that. So we go on down to our discussion of world.
No, we gotta close. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion.
No,
The
we're
special
going,
meeting.
that was a special meeting.
Motion's been made and second. Any more discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. All right, so you want me to open it up again?
Yeah, we need to open up the work session.
Okay. With that, we open up the work session for the Town of Taylorville Board. And the first on the discussion is proclamation of recognition of World Polio Day. Does anybody want us to read this?
Yeah, read it.
Okay. Rotary International launched Polio Plus in 1985 and spearheaded the global polio eradication initiative with the World Health Organization, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and UNICEF to minimize the children of the world against polio, to immunize. Rotary clubs worldwide, including the Taylorville Rotary Club, have contributed countless volunteer hours and more than $2.1 billion to protect nearly 3 billion children in 122 countries from this crippling disease. And whereas the world has made remarkable progress in the fight against polio, reducing cases by more than 99.9% in 1988, and only a few countries remain where wild polio transmission has not been interrupted, and whereas Rotary International and its partners remain committed to eradicating polio completely, ensuring that child will ever again suffer from this preventive disease. And whereas the town of Taylorsville recognizes and commends the Taylorville Rotary Club for its unwavering service, leadership, and advocacy in advancing health, peace, and goodwill locally and globally. And whereas World Polio Day observed annually on October the 24th serves as the time to reflect upon and renew our collective commitment to a polio-free world. Now therefore, be it proclaimed that I, George Holland, Mayor of Taylorsville, on behalf of the Town Council, do hereby recognize October the 24th, 2025 as World Polio Day in Taylorsville, and encourage all citizens to join the Rotary Club in Taylorsville in supporting the global effort to eradicate polio and promote health and wellness for all. In witness whereof I hereto set my hand and cause the official seal of the town of Taylorsville to be affixed today, October the 25th, 2025. So we're going to, we're going to go ahead and agree to that, or you want us to, or we're doing that. We don't have to make a motion. Okay.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Next, we've got the ABC audit presentation. Y'all want to go ahead and talk to us about that, or anybody want to start off?
If you want to go over the specifics.
We've got it here, and are you going to this, or do you want?
I can do it however you want. Unless Jason, if you want to start.
All right.
It's up to you. Chrissy?
I would like for you all to introduce yourselves in case we don't know you,
Okay.
because I know two of you don't know you.
I'm Diane. I'm Virginia Moore Sharp.
Okay.
Yes.
Your first name?
Diane?
Dan?
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking for a guy, I'm sorry.
This is Diane Martin for everybody. This is who we hired back in January. So she's over the whole store. She does ordering. She does hirings. If there needs to be a firing, she does that. But she does everything. So she's been a great asset to the board. And she came from Lincoln. She lives in Lincoln, but she drives up here. But she has worked in ABC for what?
4.5 years on
Yeah,
it?
so she came with experience, and this is her first time managing the store, or a store, but she had plenty of experience outside of that. So I think she's been a great asset in given there's specific alcohol, I guess expertise is the best way to put it. That there's stuff I didn't know about, like allocated liquors and things like that, which people come from counties all over to come to our store now because we're keeping allocated that Catawba was not keeping in the store. So Catawba was always keeping their allocated over on their shores, and the town of Hillsborough never saw that benefit. Now they're seeing that benefit. But definitely she came with that kind of experience, and we're hoping to have a good, we had according to the auditor, we had a good audit, and everything was, being ran smooth, and which is, it started hectic, but then we finally got it going. So, but she's got specifics, and I'm sure anybody here at the board, I'm Jason Grummeyer, the chairman. I feel like everybody knew who I was, but Jack did request everybody say who they are, and I'll let Christy introduce herself. But this is 2/3 of the board, and then, but she can handle all specifics. But if you have any questions, I'm sure any of us can try and answer them for you. So
I'm Christy Meredith, if nobody knows, and I'm the secretary of the board. Okay, Diane, you can have it.
Can I ask a question? Have we appointed another?
Yes.
Yes.
Kevin Elder.
Kevin Elder.
Okay,
He just-
that's right.
yeah.
Yes. I remember that now. Forgive me, brain.
No.
It wasn't written down here, so.
He was not on the board at the time of the
At the time of the
audit.
audit,
He did not
yeah,
come on
that's why
until
he's
July,
not.
so that's why he's not listed on there.
He did not start until July 1st, right? No, past that.
No, July 1st.
Is it July 1st?
Mhm.
I thought it was after that.
It's July 1st.
Okay, I don't,
He was appointed effective July 1st.
yeah. I don't think he actually started then.
No, that's when he's appointed.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I want to say how hard you all worked in order to, right in the middle of turmoil, to get things back, get the ship righted, and the hiring of Diane was a wonderful thing too since then. So I know you put a lot of hours into it. So finally, we're on the right track. Thank you for all your effort.
You're welcome. It definitely was a lot to learn at one time. Definitely, like I said, there's so many regulations and things like that. It's definitely, and we're still learning about some stuff, but you know, so we're trying to get there. But we definitely lucked up into having Diane. So, but I'll let her.
Overall, it's going very well. I try to set goals for the month to go higher every month, sell more stuff, get more people into this town. And at the beginning, it was just kind of locals that were coming in. Now it's everywhere, hour and a half, 2 hours away. So I compared the sales to like Catawba County, stuff around those Granite Falls. We're kind of neck and neck with Granite Falls right now. We are, every month since I've been here, since February, we've been at least $20,000 over the county sales. Right now, we are,
More than the county.
Yes,
stands in
yes.
Midland.
yes, $214,000 since February that we have made more than what the county has. So I feel that's pretty good. It's been going up every month. August and September, we're right at $37,000 more than the county sales. Let's see here. I go through all the alcohol education for the employees more. I have a RASP training again, so to train the new employees for carding, making sure nobody's overserved, anything like that. So I'm following all those steps. The inventory management, all that good stuff, cash handling and deposits, making sure that's double counted, triple counted on a daily basis. Employee scheduling and staffing has been really, really good too. Got a lot of really good employees. So, let's see. Do you guys have any questions for me?
All new employees that have proven themselves.
Yes. So since February, everybody has come on board. There was only one that has had prior ABC experience, and the rest of them have never had that board retail experience, and they've all learned really good. So I mean, they're very good, very honest. I trust every single one of them. So
But no employees from Catawba.
Mhm.
So it was,
Right.
everybody was.
right, everybody was fresh. Everything was.
And we know the limitations of display in the amount of space there.
Right.
And so we always know that there's a chance that you might move it to another location, and you're renting from us, of course.
Right.
And
right now,
how does
we
the
are
board
pretty
feel
full.
about that now?
Yeah.
About the rent, or?
The rent or moving it to another location?
Well, I mean, the board still would like to, first we need to get out of debt. But the board would eventually like to do that just because, for one, the location, it's very hard to get in and out of that location, even though it's been there for, I don't know, 60-some years. It's still only traffic is increasing. So it's a very bad location, in my opinion. It's good in one aspect that it's in the middle of town. The bad aspect is trying to get, you have people cut in and out of there. That street, the side street there where the post office is, people drive all kind of crazy down that street. So eventually we'd like to have that. In the near future, like I said, we would have to get out of debt first. I know there's options that other towns have done that we've talked to. how they've done expansion or building. So, you know, when that time came, we would definitely want to, you know, explore that with the council to be, to get a little bit more, you know, work out the details of it, because it would take some sacrifice from the town a little bit, because, you know, there's really two ways to do it. You can do a loan, or you can set back, and both of those have to be kind of, you know, the loan doesn't have to be approved by the council, but, you know, it always helps if the council's on board to help improve the store. And I do know that the store was, at first, I mean, I don't know how much of the council knows, but the store was owned by the board and then sold to the town. So for what we pay in 1 year, I think that's what we about sold it to the town years back. I don't know what the you know, details of that were, why it happened. I would assume it had to do something with taxes, maybe. I couldn't tell you. But, you know, we would eventually like to have somewhere that we can have a new store, and a little bit more room, updated. I mean, like I said, we're talking about a over 60-year-old building. And, but it's mainly the location, I would say, would probably be the worst part. Just in and out, no parking, no storage. We have zero storage.
Right, we're full to the max right now with the front part too. You know, I can't really order anything new right now because we don't have the space to have more stuff.
Now, you touched on expansion, but you are considering expansion in the future.
Like building our own building, yes.
Well, in another location, how about a second location? Are you
no.
considering that?
I wouldn't, no, we've never discussed that.
That's fine.
No, I mean, I just don't know if we would be able to have the sales to justify that. Because we only have so many, I think the max we could go would be like Millersville area. Is that, I mean, I don't know
Does it have to
exactly.
be in the town total?
Yeah, it would have to be in the city
Yeah.
limits.
Well, it could be at like a spot annexation place, so it could be out there at, is that Millersville?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Millersville.
Millersville.
Raceway, yeah.
That's what I mean, that would probably be the, and I don't know if that's far enough away to justify, I mean, you probably have to get like Stony Point area to justify,
Spot annex in Stony Point.
that's up to the town.
It's pretty far away.
But I mean, you have sewer that runs pretty far down that way too, so, you know, I don't know if, y'all could justify that, but, you know.
But just for the immediate.
For the immediate future, we would like to eventually build, but, immediate future, you know, we signed a 3-year contract with the town, so in the next 3 years, we don't plan on doing anything. Like I said, we need to get out of debt first. But in the future, we would really like to expand our size. I'd say we need at least probably at least another 2,000 square feet, something like that.
Probably.
To have actually a warehouse space. Because I know that's one of the problems with Bethlehem, is that they don't have the warehouse space that we have. And so that's what reduces their sales. If you're, the way you make money, and this is something that, you know, I've learned during this, the way you make money is you order when stuff's on sale. So you buy as much as you can during that time. If you know, I mean, you're major sellers, you're not going to buy something that doesn't sell, but let's say it's our top #1 seller and it's on sale. Well, if we can buy 6 pallets of it, a year's worth of it at that time, once it goes off sale in the store, that's when you make extra money on it, and that's when, you know, more money can be given to the town. Like
How far in advance can you not stock it up? Does it go, I'm an idiot, so does it go back? Does it go have that expiration date?
There's certain things now, like screens, different screens,
Right.
have like a year expiration on there, you have to watch that.
Yeah.
So you can't buy a lot of that, you have to really watch. But other than that, no, I mean, you could have it sit back there for 10 years.
And that's even the law and everything, you don't have to.
No.
Okay.
But you're satisfied with the way the town assisted you in getting started from getting up again. Was that right? How we,
Well, I mean, it'd be nice if we, again, we'll go back to what Ron said prior to when he was chairman. It would be nice because we are, what was the $95,572.26 with a loan right now. So that's how much we are in debt. The longer we're in debt, the more we can pay our full amount to the town. So,
But you've already reduced that debt from 250,000 to that 95, so it's.
well, we were at like 130 or somewhere.
The most we've taken out is 130.
Yeah, it's
He's on
130.
250.
So we reduced down to 130 because we're trying to pay extra on our loan, each month to try and get that down.
So we reduced that to 40,000.
Yeah, somewhere around 40,000.
45, 40.
But now I will say, so the way it works, again, this is me talking because I didn't know how any of this worked, so I'm sure that everybody except Ken probably this part, but like there's a minimum distribution that we pay the town, so that would be like it's calculated, there's a formula from the state, and it tells us what we have to pay. So even though we are in debt, we would still owe the town that have to money. Normally what you would do is like anything over sales, like if we were out of debt and, we didn't have anything, profit wise, it would all go to the town anyway. But since we're in debt, there's a minimum distribution. So, but now I will say this, if we pay that minimum distribution, now we will have to borrow that money, so we'll be in longer in debt. Because we do have multiple trucks coming up and things like that. So it is, to answer your question, it is a struggle because we have to keep so much inventory on hand. So we went from 0 inventory to, it was 200,000. 202. So as of today, now we're getting trucks in the next couple weeks. But 202,000. So we went from 0, and so we've cash flowed a lot of that. But you have to have the merchandise there to sell. So we've had to purchase the point of sale system, which was about $25,000. A new alarm system because Catawba, what they left was terrible. Catawba was absolutely horrible in dealing with us. We had nothing but a hard time. They lied to the state basically. Off the record. Yeah, is that okay if that's off the record? Okay. They absolutely did everything that they said they weren't going to do. They were absolutely horrible.
It's not off the record, you're on camera, so just say what you gotta say.
Well, I am. It's okay. They did not help us at all. So, it definitely was a very trying experience dealing with them. So, but in my opinion, it's good that we've separated ways. The town eventually will have a better outcome because in my opinion, the Catawba, like I said, with the allocated liquors, they weren't even keeping them here. And that's at least 20,
For the alligator?
yeah, like 20 grand a month, something like that.
Yeah, I got 10,000 in this month, so it was, you double
So
that.
you double that pretty much, maybe 20 grand a month that we were missing, by them keeping the allocated elsewhere. So they would use our store as a place to get it. We have the store here, we'll send it to Tilton, but they never made it here to Tilton, so.
It wasn't that way the whole time.
Well,
It wasn't that way until about the last 6 or 8 months, and then something happened.
right.
And I come and discuss that with the board that something was going on, and then all this happened, but.
Right. But going back that long explanation, but it could, we feel that, us being out of debt would be the best position to give the town the best position. But until then, like I said, we have the distribution ready for you, but we will have to move money we'll have to borrow money to pay that because of all of our trucks and things. Because you have 30-day terms. So therefore, even though we got money in the bank right today, we've got to have that money to pay for the the alcohol that we've already purchased that we are going to owe them. So,
Diane, how much value and inventory do you have on the store right now?
Right now, 203.
203.
Mm-hmm.
And you're averaging about $40,000 in sales a month?
A month?
Yeah.
I think you mean cost.
For profit.
The profit, how much in revenue do you average a month?
So if we're selling 130,000, be like 60.
No, no.
So how many months of inventory do you have?
Oh, right now?
Yeah, how many months?
Mm-hmm. So typically it's about $78,000 worth of cost of goods a month. Probably about 2.5 months.
And you're approaching what, October, November, December are gonna be your biggest 3
Yes.
months. I mean, it's just gonna grow these
Yes.
next 3 months. And
Tomorrow the Christmas truck comes in. Monday the regular truck comes in.
all your special sales packages for the holidays, right? Like
That's
special
tomorrow.
offers.
Right, tomorrow.
Yeah,
So that'll be a big order. It's gonna
Yes.
cost you a lot, but it's gonna pay off a lot. on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they're huge months in the ABC system,
Yeah.
October,
Oh, yeah.
November, December.
yeah.
So we're replacing about 70 grand a month is about average
Yeah.
of cost. That's what it costs us. So
Yep.
so we would like to have that in the bank at all times, but we're paying around 30 to 40 grand a month to the state for the is it excise tax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's over 40.
Well, both taxes, you're probably looking about $45,000 goes to the state.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're keeping all that money on hand but we just, I mean, when you have like the initial startup, that's where we're at, is the initial startup was so huge, going from zero inventory and like I said, to 200,000, we bankrolled a lot of it, but,
You're still playing catch up.
we're still playing catch up.
Yeah.
And I do know that the county, whenever they did theirs, when they started from scratch, the county did not do distributions until they got out of debt. So, completely. So, I'm not, we'd like that, but like I said, we have the check for you guys because it's what we have to pay, but we would request that to do that. But like I said, we understand if we do need to pay that, we have it ready for you.
You're only 8 months in. I mean, it's only gonna get better, so.
Right?
I mean, if they're making this much progress.
Yeah.
In this
Hadn't
short
even
amount
got
of
to
time,
the good
exactly.
months yet.
Exactly. I mean, yeah.
Okay, any more questions for the ABC board?
Have you considered, like, in the short term, very short term, as like a small warehouse to maybe warehouse extra? I know it'd be a pain to get it to your store.
I doubt we'd be able to do that legally.
Okay.
We would have to ask the state, but I would assume,
It has to be probably on site.
well, they have their own warehouse
They
at
do,
Catawba.
Catawba has their own warehouse.
But it's
They just
fine.
bought a new
Right, I
warehouse.
don't, right now,
They
I
got
don't feel
their
that would really
offices
help us
there.
anyways, because we would need more space up front to expand the stuff up front to make more sales.
Gotcha.
But I mean, we don't have the personnel to do that either. Because they have people there, I'm assuming they have guards
All
and,
their offices are at the warehouse. And then they don't have guards.
they don't have guards or anything for the alcohol? I figured
It's
they
in a
would.
big.
But fenced in and everything?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
Oh, is it not? Wow. I figured they would like keep it.
Has a big loading dock and 2 big doors.
But yeah, this is something that we
I don't know, yeah, I don't
really
know.
do us any good, I don't think, right now. Because we do have the space in the back right now, I mean, I still have room.
Right.
I just don't have room up front.
I got you.
Well, we don't have room to do like the big buys, like to buy a year's worth of supply when it's on sale, and then that's where you make your money.
But I don't typically need a year's worth.
Well, I know.
6 months is fine.
Well,
Take all
I'm
those
just
sales
saying.
down behind the year. Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how you make money, and
Right.
to make more money, that's how we have to do it, is to have the space to put it. So that's why long-term.
So what
we
you're
look-
saying is you don't have space to store a half truckload of Tito's.
Correct.
Y'all satisfied with it? Any more questions?
We budgeted 80,000 this year for allocations from the ABC store. Do you feel like you'll be able to meet that by June 30th?
No. We're at 12,000
For the last 3 months.
for the allocation, unless there's an insane increase in sales.
Well, the next quarter will definitely be higher, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was July, August, and September, $12,130.90. So, I mean, it would be pretty big close, but,
Well, you gotta think if you times that before, it's only 48,000.
well, but,
I know, well, you gotta think we'll have a less in the first quarter.
But this next quarter is gonna be much higher. than-
No, I understand, I understand, but let's say it's $100,000 or $200,000 more, the way this figures up, you're only going to get 3%, 3.5% of that. So 103, that's maybe an extra $7,000 for that quarter. It's not like we're hoarding the money, it's going on to the bank. I mean, we're paying over $1,000 in interest every month because of the way rates are and things like that.
Well, you said you're paying more on your line of credit. So is it that you're paying more on your line of credit or you're paying the interest on it?
We're paying our interest and an additional payment. We're making our payment plus we're trying to get out of debt. So we're paying an extra $5,000 each month in to get out of debt sooner. I mean, because if we paid the payments, you're looking at in 10 years from now before we paid off our loan. If you did minimum payment.
I don't think it'd be 10 years.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the payoff, how they calculate their minimum payment. I haven't asked. Does the bank? I was just giving a roundabout example because you're only paying what, $2,000,
right around $19,000
And that's-
for the loan itself.
and then over $1,000 of that's interest. So you're saying $800 on $100,000. I mean, it would take a while. It'd be multiple years.
But the distribution has to be calculated based only on you taking out
It doesn't.
the required payment.
The
Like,
minimum
that's
just
the cost of that loan, or is it not, or is the loan not?
it's not calculated in that. The minimum distribution is based on total sales.
Okay,
3% of total sales.
okay.
So like if it was, let's say we had extra money, then it would go to the town at the end of the audit. If there was any extra money, then we would pay that out. But that I just don't see.
So that number, once your sales get to where they need to be, that number is gonna be the calculated number is gonna be considerably lower than what you would have the potential to do once.
Everything's paid off, then we
Right,
pay a lot more.
because I just know that from 15 years of listening to them decide how much money they were gonna give them, because the calculated number was maybe 1/10 of what they sent back to Catawba County and what they sent over there. So we had to set it up where, because you don't want them to hold that money, or we as a town did not want them to hold that money all the way to the end of the year and then send us a check for $80-some thousand. So we had to go back in and renegotiate that. You're gonna have to get that up to where it's about paying itself off. You're not paying us too much up front, but we need to get it per quarter.
Right.
So that we have it, rather than you holding it and getting all the interest off of it to the end of the year and then sending us $100,000. Does that make sense? So I know that number will come up. It will take a year or so. I mean, we're 8 months in, we've got 4 months to go. I don't see it taking more than another year and a half or so, but, I mean, because I think it's just gonna.
If we're able to continue to pay,
What's the
Even
what's the
if there's
term?
an issue.
Yeah.
What's the term on your line of credit?
what percentage?
No, how long do you have a line of credit for?
It's
It's
open.
open.
Credit. Yeah, we have an open line of credit, so it's there as we need it, and then we just pay it all. We don't want to use it all.
Right.
Now, this worksheet that got that distribution number is a worksheet from the commission that is only based off the sales and then the taxes and the bottle charges and surcharges. This is just basic to be able to pay you quarterly, and then at the end of the year, after all the operating costs, there'll be more. We'll see if that comes in after the audit for the last payment. So that number came from a worksheet from the commission that we did, and just plugged in numbers from sales for the past 3 months, with no operating costs at all taken into account for this number.
Final question, how much did Loudermilk Church charge you for this audit?
5,500.
Yeah.
5,500. 5,500.
Yeah, that's nothing. Some ABC stores have to pay about 15,000, 20,000.
Do they specialize in ABC?
Yes.
Yes, they
He
do.
should have been an account.
You just put two. Is everybody satisfied with the report, or do you have any more questions? Clear up? Okay, thank
Well,
you.
thank you. for
Y'all
your
stay with us
Thank
if
you,
you
guys.
like.
Thank you.
Thank you. I guess you leave it.
Same.
Oh, yes. There you go.
But
There's one for the police department.
The police department's in there too.
Okay. All right.
Not on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I know, I'm just saying, we have budget.
Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
What's
It's not Meredith.
Meredith, Chris Meredith.
She was Harrington.
Meredith,
Christie.
that lady's name, yes.
It's what?
Christine Meredith.
Is that a married name? Or?
That's just what
Harrington
she
was a
said.
very
Name's Harrington, but
She
that's
said
Meredith.
Christine Meredith, that's her name.
Yeah, because it's listed as Harrington on their report. Did she get married?
No, she recently got divorced.
Oh, okay.
She went back to
She
her
went back to
maiden
the
name.
maiden name.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to lead off with the economic?
Yes. So as you all know, we started a nonprofit, Taylorsville Development Alliance. So we filed that with the state, which is a great step for the town. I need my last board signature for the consent of the board of directors, which is Dale. I get to contact me back. If you can please, you will not answer his phone.
Who's
or
that?
return-
Dale Clary.
I return my text messages or emails. If he's going to be on the board, then he needs to be able to be communicable. So, if he doesn't want to be on it anymore, I need him to just be on it for at least the next couple of weeks so he can sign this piece of paper and I can get it filed with the IRS and they can file for their tax exempt status and then he can resign.
I just wonder if it's, I don't think it's that. I do not think that it's that. I think it's that he was out of the country, and then I wonder if it's going to his spam, because he made some comment about that.
Well, I've texted him this week and I tried to call him today and it would be either ignored it or his phone was off. So, which I understand, people have in their lives much more important people to talk to than that family and coworkers and friends. So, but I just need him to sign a piece of paper. The board did approve the letter of intent to begin negotiating with the property owner of the hospital property about entering into an equity participation partnership with him. So that has been sent to him for his signature, and once that's approved, that's just basically a legal agreement between the two organizations that they will continue to negotiate through definitive documents how this partnership is going to work and how it's going to shake out, and how the equity is gonna be split up once the property is developed and sold. That's, negotiations are ongoing, but they're moving forward. So that's good. I met with Hartness Realty today to speak with them about contracting to list the urgent care property. I appreciate your willingness to allow me to shop that around. It's not going as great as we hoped, so we're just gonna have to.
So,
Contract.
is Tim not interested in that building?
He said he was, but he has not given me a price. He was not offered one. And he said he was gonna give me one, but he hasn't. If he comes back with one, then I can bring that to you all for your consideration. I think it's best if we,
How do we remove the word urgent care off that building?
I can look at it and see if we can get that sign removed off the side.
Because I had people, was going by people drugs, and people were pulling up, going, trying to open the door, and I'm thinking, they must not live here, or they don't understand, because they ain't there, but maybe we should either cover it up with a cover or something, so people don't think it's urgent care.
But the good thing about that property is the way it's zoned, it could be used multiple ways. So it could continue to be used as a medical office or some other type of professional services office, or it could be, transitioned into, like a duplex or a triplex. So it can be marketed one of many ways. So I think that would help get some hits on the market. It seems like the commercial market in Taylorsville can be up or down, depending on where the property is. So Michelle said she's going to run some comps for us, and then she should have a listed contract ready for y'all to review for our November meeting that y'all can consider. So the process would kind of still go the same, although we're listing it, so I have to make an offer, and that would be contingent upon the acceptance of you all as the governing body. We have to advertise it for upside bid for 10 days, and then depending upon that, re-advertise or you all approve the initial bid or any upside bid that comes in, and we can sell that property. That is, my hope is to use half of that money to for the town, and then the other half we can give to the nonprofit. It's kind of an initial seed money for them, but we'll have to continue to work with the nonprofit to find creative ways to create revenue streams for the nonprofit in the future. It's going to take several years, I think, but eventually we want that organization to be able to operate on its own and create its own revenue and have its own operating budget and partner with the town and advocate on behalf of the town and the community in their economic development. So things are moving forward in that realm, a little slow, but that's the way it is sometimes. It's unfortunate, but I think we are making positive strides forward in those areas. And we'll continue to assess different possible projects as we move forward with other properties and other buildings within town that we want to see some revitalization or development. That's it. Let's just update on where we're at as far as economic development right now. So progress, and seems to be going good. So I appreciate y'all's support and all that.
Thank you for your hard work. Continuing to do it. I think it'll be completed, and especially the hospital project, and I'm hopeful for that. Hopefully that'll be a boost for our town that really needs.
Are we ready to go to staff reports?
Aaron and Zach are at a training in Greensboro for our new software for Black Mountain, so they're not here. I updated you on the lead we had on Live Down. As far as Public Works, there's not any other further updates right now. finance, we're rolling into the 25 audit, so that's starting. Jack is working with Greg Isley to get the groundwork for that laid and get all the financial statements and everything ready to send to Martin Starnes. We're looking at probably a late January, early February submittal for that to the LGC, which is going to be late. The deadline is December 31st, but we knew that already. So this is we're all the one we're supposed to be on. It'll be, month and a half late, but, the last few of ours have been late, and we're not the only one in the state. So let's get through this one, and then look at having a few months where we don't have to work on an audit, and then we get ready in July or August next year to start on the 26th audit. Now I'll hand it over to Mike if he wants to say anything about the police department.
I will say that we hired a new guy, Matthew Bauer. He comes from us out of Wilkesboro. So today's his second day working. So we're continuing to try to. We're almost full. We're almost where we need to be. Of course, we're preparing to take on the schools back when the time comes. So we'll still be looking to do that. I'm confident that we will be able to take care of that. We just had the Apple Festival. It went real well. We had a couple of displays out there with a couple of superheroes out there for kids to take their pictures and different things with. So that went real well for us. Also, we got naturally looking, next thing for us, big thing for us will be the Christmas parade. So we're working on that. We got hometown Halloween, but the big thing for us is the parade that we need to worry about. Other than that, we got some other projects that we're working on that we'll put before you whenever time comes. I don't like to throw things out before we're ready for them because I'm sacred about our ideals and what we want to accomplish first. But we've got some good things planned for December, so hopefully that'll come true here soon. Other than that,
Question about the, when you said take the schools back, is it that you'll have 3 or 4 SROs then?
we'll have 4 SROs total at that point.
Okay.
So,
Cover Student Success Center, the high school, Taylorsville Elementary, and early college.
right, early college and Success Center are one and the same. So you have 2 at ACHS, 1 at Taylorsville Elementary, and 1 at split between.
Because they split.
Right. That's it. Other than that, unless you got any questions. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. No more staff report. You want to go to the manager's report?
Yeah, the only thing I have is, to say what Mike was saying, as we look at hiring more resource officers, just keep that in mind after the holiday season, when we start rolling into budget time, get ready for the next fiscal year. Hiring 2 new police officers for that. That's it.
That's it? Okay. Council general discussion.
It's almost November. No sidewalks yet on the west side of town. December was supposed to be, they had to be done by December. Can you shed any light on that?
I don't think it's December. I think it's March that they have to be done.
We've been told
Okay.
for months it's been December. If it's March, then that changes the goalpost.
They're gonna pour concrete when the ground's frozen.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
You want to put additives to it, but I don't like to do it.
Yeah.
it's not as good,
Yeah.
I don't think.
No.
No, soon.
I'll reach out to them today.
And then,
Get you something.
can you call Duke Power and ask them, when are they gonna light up the west side of town of the 4 streetlights they've taken down because they put up these new 55-foot telephone poles, and it's dark as they can be on the west side of town. I know my mama missed turning into my driveway because she couldn't see it.
They took up 4.
Yeah, 4. As David Odom told me, he said, we're gonna change our name to Two Pole Taylorville.
Is everybody gonna be here Saturday night? Are we sure we have enough candy?
Saturday?
Oh, I mean, Friday, next Friday. It's Friday.
I was saying-
No, Saturday.
Chiefs are going to freak out. What are we doing?
Friday.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here.
Oh, yeah.
What time is it? 5 o'clock?
5 to 8.
Or 5 till we run out?
5. Please don't run
We did last year.
We did, yeah.
We have bukus of candy.
And do we have enough for Christmas?
If not, we will buy more.
Okay.
We have enough for Halloween, I would say. We should have enough for both. If we do not, we will get some more to help us on Christmas. But we definitely have enough for Halloween.
Is there a trailer, like a wooden trailer?
Flatbed.
Yes, that I can set up out here on the ballpark.
That we have?
We supposedly.
I need it for the band. That's
Right.
I need it for the bluegrass band.
Yeah, we have those, right?
And will somebody make sure, they probably need,
They need
Drop
plugins.
cords.
Yeah. Is there plugins in the back here? Where they
There is on the back of this building.
That's right, yeah, as long as it'll reach from,
110.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just any, I mean, it's, yeah, he just set a plug-in at the back.
How long, how many extension cords? How long?
I don't really know, I can get back to you on
Yeah, let me know how.
the extension
how
cords
many-
need to run from the plug-in to where we're gonna park that trailer.
Okay.
that, yeah. He just said he did a trailer and a plug-in, that's all he said.
Okay. Yeah. Ask him if he has extension cords or any extension.
Okay,
What was it for?
the bluegrass band,
Oh, the band. Bluegrass band.
What's the name?
Brushy Mountain
Oh,
Boys.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to talk to Allison today because the FFA said they cannot do the hay rides because they do not have a trailer. And I left a message with Allison Brown on Friday about her boys on it because I had called Andrew Smith to see if the Hidnight Center would like to do it and take the collections for the Hidnight Center. And they do not have Andrew Smith does not have a hay trailer. And Kara said that they were gonna do something else. So, does anybody know of anybody? I'm gonna try to talk to Allison today and see if she talked to her sons. And because we think, Andrew Smith thinks it was Fudd Brown's trailer that the FFA was using. But the boys have all graduated now. So that's why they don't have access to it.
The ag teacher, that was the ag teacher's thing, yeah.
But JD told me to call him, and he told me, and
Oh,
I
he
called
told you to call
Michaela.
Brent.
And
Oh,
Michaela,
I was thinking he would.
Michaela said that they were in the process of building their own trailer so that they would have it and they wouldn't have this problem again in the future. And so not to rule them out for next year, but that they would have a trailer by then, so.
I do know that our flatbed trailer is like a tilt trailer, so it's not flat. Well, it's flat, but the back tilts. We put our excavator on off of it.
Is that the same trailer that we were gonna use for a stage that Harry Shrum had, or does Harry Shrum still have our trailer?
As far as I know, he still has our trailer.
Exactly. We have a trailer that he has.
Mm-hmm.
And he was supposed to be retrofitting it for a stage.
That's one that Ronnie
Years ago,
Barnett
yeah.
has been proposed that we do. So we would have a portable trailer that we transport, like take it to Matheson Park, you know, put on a museum, because we can't build nothing at Matheson
No.
Park. So, you know, I just don't know if that ever actually really got off the ground or not. But I know that Harry was the one that was going to build it.
Yeah. So I have Harry's number, so.
I didn't. Forward it to you.
Have we contacted about the Christmas tree,
Yes.
putting it up?
Friday, November 21st.
There was frost on the grass this morning.
Was there
It was 35.
chili?
Yes. Just saying.
Okay, and, I don't think, did you show, I don't think I have the copy of the thing that you put in our box about the picture frame thing, but if you'll get a copy of it and give it to Eric, I want to talk to him about building it.
Okay.
And I'll help him with it.
Yes.
What is it?
It's a $12,000
It was
picture frame,
It
but
was
I
a
think we
joke
can build.
that we did. It was like it's a picture frame. It looks like an outline of the present, and you can set it up, and you can stand in it with your family and take a picture.
Okay.
It'd be- yeah, like a photo.
Yeah.
And that'd be cool to put out there around the trees. So you could,
And your family will
Has a tree
stand
in the
inside the
background.
frame and the trees in the background.
They had a person on the Center Street, they had picture frames that they would hold up for their family to get in, and they take their picture. But it was a portable, it wasn't one like what you're
Pretty
talking about.
big, you want pretty big.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was probably like 12 or 15 feet tall, or something
Yeah.
like that.
We had a lot of people that were posting pictures of in front of the tree.
That's an
Family
exaggeration. I don't know the exact.
We can
but
make it
it has to be.
easy.
I mean, no man is 15 feet tall, but I mean,
But you know, you can do it like 11 by 14. Or 8 by 10. Do it 8, we can do it.
you get that 8 by 10.
That's lumber. size.
Yeah.
8,
Yeah.
10,
8,
12.
10, 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 by 16?
That's heavy. 12 by 16 is heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 by 10 will be heavy enough.
Yeah, 8
Yeah.
by 10.
If we embellish it a lot.
It's hard.
It's a cool idea. And I swear we could build it for
Anything
non-full.
that people can take pictures of and post on social media.
Right.
Yeah,
is
because I said,
awesome.
we had a lot of people that were doing that on Facebook in front of the trees. Like they bring their whole family out there and take a picture.
Yeah.
I mean, it was on Facebook.
I need to contact Brandon if he wants to change his box.
Brandon up here, he does want to change his
Okay.
box. He wants his box back so he can change it.
So we can get his box back to him so he can change the name on it. The coffee one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is no longer that's no longer business. That one that's on the box.
Right.
Right.
At some point in time, I'd like for us to talk about the Apple Festival and particularly Gina Kay. I don't want to take time today, but I tell you what, she was an embarrassment to our town on Saturday, barking orders at people. And to me, that is not acceptable, especially to our emergency service people. So,
I have a positive thing to say about that festival. There was a huge crowd in town, the weather was beautiful, and I think it was laid out very nicely and I like the addition of the schools on the, doing a booth per school on the courthouse
Yes.
part, and then making the principals all did a pumpkin carving contest, and it was in a tent, the kids were participating and
Yes.
voting on it.
do we know if people was here? I probably
Oh,
Well, you make a
Eric
motion
will
to
adjourn.
Okay.
He's leaving him in charge.
Okay, well, he is.
He's in charge.
No,
You're in charge.
he's
So-
already had to do 3, so.
It was just overall, I think it was, I mean, even though, I mean, the only thing, I mean, how do you fix the apple pie line? I mean, how do you fix that? It's 2.5 hours long. Once you get
here, but then
I mean,
we'll make a
They were in town, they drove an hour to be here in town and be in line at 7:30.
Uh-huh.
So they could get their, egg rolls and their apple
This is the
pies
thing that they need to
through the
understand. They will not sell a pie until 9 a.m. Because they said they were told that.
That's when it
But
started.
other vendors are selling stuff at 8 o'clock,
Right.
other food vendors.
Uh-huh.
So maybe they should be given the idea or told.
Well, what time does the festival technically start?
9.
At 9.
No.
The other vendors are selling food.
But if you, I mean,
They're, yeah,
they should be able to.
they're up and got their grease out there
I mean,
selling stuff. Like if I would walk from my house through there would be some that you could buy stuff.
They should be able to start
7
selling
o'clock, 8
whenever
o'clock.
people come up and want something. I mean, that's nice.
I think it's either where we change it to where nobody can sell anything until 9 o'clock, or
Or
we
they
allow
can.
it, or we allow
Right.
it to start
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock. So,
Yeah.
I just think as soon as they're ready and they won't sell.
But the Amy girls didn't have the line this year.
There was
Oh, I
one
bought
of the
egg
egg
rolls.
roll places.
Oh,
I ate the last two yesterday.
I tell you.
Me too.
Oh, gosh, I love them.
Well, I waited in line, I got 36 pies.
Well, you know, they do for you.
Part of the problem.
They do, but I don't know. They do, rather than here, if you're on their little.
Oh, no, they called me in August.
They do for here. you
let's
can
adjourn the meeting with we can.
All of it.
Do that, do this.
No, motion to adjourn.
Make a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second,
All in favor?
this time.
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, we're.
They was good, but